Really don't know what clingy is until you have a son.
Now, y'all know I done had Boosie since he was 3 days old. Honey, when they called me and wanted to know if I would do skin to skin with a baby in the NICU, I didn't hesitate. But baby, at this point, I'm wondering if that skin to skin is a powerful thing. Because baby, I did not do that with none of my other children. And none of my other children, including my biological daughter, is not this damn clingy. Like, he wants to be in my skin every given second of every given day.
Let's talk about extreme clinginess in adopted people, because it's actually way more common than people realize, and I feel like adopters often think that this is a sign of affection when it's actually a trauma response. I myself was one of those extremely clingy adopted people. It was actually so bad that in kindergarten, during recess every day, I would sit immediately outside of my classroom because I was so afraid of being far away from my teacher that I wouldn't even play with my classmates. As I've gotten older, I've noticed that I have gone to extreme lengths throughout my life to avoid rejection. And I think in kindergarten, the way to avoid rejection in that case was to just not initiate any sort of conversation or playing with classmates, because I was scared that if they didn't want to be friends with me, I was rejectable and I would be rejected again, maybe by my adopters even. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychologist. I mean, I've been to therapy, but I'm definitely not a professional or an expert. So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt here. But I think it's extremely common for adopted people to present like this because of the fact that we're so afraid that we can be quote unquote abandoned again. If you're at this point in the video and you know an adopted person or are parenting an adopted person who presents like this, my recommendation is to find an adoption competent therapist. It might seem really nice, it might seem great that an adopted person is really clingy and always wants to be around you, but in many cases I've found that's actually an adopted person who is terrified of what's happened to them in the past happening again.